movement. The next, during Gandhian phase, many voices are strengthened and enriched. Indian freedom struggle, many voices are strengthened at the moment. Enriched. Indian freedom struggle was a collective struggle, a Mila-Jula struggle, a collaborative, which saw the community. The advent of Mahatma Gandhi in Indian freedom struggle was watershed moment. Mahatma Gandhi Indian freedom struggle movement for the nationalist movement. Gandhi not only united the nation, not only सिर्फ देश को यूनाइटेड नहीं किया into the whole, but also inspired many other nationalist leaders को भी इंस्पायर किया with different ideologies and philosophies. Actually, various philosophy, ideologies, various leaders they united by and inspired by the Gandhiji with the different ideologies. Participate national movement and strengthened the Indian national movement. Gandhian period from 1990 to 1947 witnessed the strengthening the enrichment of a nationalist movement. Enrich the nationalist movement को strengthening किया emergence of following voices. Actually, at the time of Gandhi era, socialist voice, emergence of socialism in Indian national movement. Actually, the emergence of socialism, Indian national movement during 1930, in a new orientation to the movement, a new orientation to the movement. This was strengthened under the patronage of Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose. Socialist voice was Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose. Socialists advocated the idea of a sustained struggle and influenced quit India movement को 1942. Socialist voice means emergence of socialism. Indian national movement. Socialism means actually equality society, equalism, gender inequality. Revolutionary extremist. Revolutionary extremist means inspired the national movement from 1899 to 1947. 50 years. It provided an alternative revolutionary extremist voice. Alternative nationalists who were not satisfied with the method of Congress, who were not satisfied with the liberal ideology. Letters like Bhagat Singh strengthening voice against the atrocities of British government. Atrocities, actually exploitation, actually fight for right. Revolutionary extremist voice. Actually, new generation, new nationalist movement, nationalist were emerged, just like Bhagat Singh and Rajguru, Chandrasekhar Azad. They were not liberal; they were extremist, and they tit for tat. They believe in the tit for tat ideology. Swarajist voice. Swarajist emerged as the 1943 under the leadership of Chittaranjan Das and Motilal Nehru to expose the hollowness of reforms introduced by 1919. They provide an alternative to Indian nationalists who were disillusioned by the withdrawal of non-cooperation movement. Swarajist voiced expressed hollowness reforms introduced. They provided alternative Indian nationalists who were the women's voice. Women's voice. A large number of women participated in the nationalist movement during Gandhian phase. Sarojini Naidu, civil disobedience movement, and Salt Satyagraha. Usha Mehta organized secret congress. Radio Usha Mehta organized secret congress. Radio during the Quit India movement. Women voice. Large number of women participated in the nationalist movement during the Gandhian phase. Sarojini Naidu led civil disobedience movement. Madame Bhikaji Kama unfurled the flag of Indian independence in Stuttgart, Germany. Madame Bhikaji Kama, who was a foreigner and who unfurled hoist the flag Indian independence. Actually, other prominent leader, women voices during the Gandhian phase were Kamala Nehru, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, Kamala Nehru and Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. They were also working class voices. Working class voice. Actually, during 1920, working class participated in the national movement to a great extent. Working class participated. The important of the development. The important development. mm, Being information of All India Trade Union Congress and participation in civil disorder movement, All India Trade Union. Apart from these, voices, the peasant and students strengthened the nationalist movement. Peasant and students strengthened the nationalist movement. During Gandhian phase, they strengthened the national movement. Indian freedom struggle encompassed a galaxy of voices who inspired and kept the flame of Indian struggle. Flame of Indian struggles. Actually, the many voices are strengthened and enriched the nationalist movement. So, assess the role of a British imperial power in complicating. Actually assess the role of a British power, imperial power in complicating. Assess the role of British imperial power complicating the process transfer of power. Empowering women is the key to control population growth. एम्पावरिंग वोमेन को एम्पावर करने से पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ कैसे कंट्रोल होगा. 150 words. Overpopulation is an undesirable condition where the number of existing human population exceeds. Overpopulation in India, undesirable condition where the number of existing human population carrying capacity of earth. Overpopulation and its implications such as the urban growth, urban growth, hunger, environmental issues is an urgent challenge for the globe. So empowering women, empowering women that decrease the population growth. Actually, overpopulation is an undesirable condition, not desirable condition, where the number of existing human population exceeds existing human population जो भी अभी है exceeds carrying capacity of earth. Actually, earth carrying capacity or limited number of population now exceeds. Overpopulation and its implications such as urban growth, hunger. Population growth can be traced by to the population growth. Population growth is a major problem. Population growth can be traced back to the backwardness. Among the women, backwardness. Population growth can be traced. Oppressive cultural practices. Oppressive cultural practices such as the low status of women around the world, low status, gender-based violence, gender-based women are violence, face the violence. Student education, educated girls helps fertility rates, helps to reduce. Education helps in overcoming problems like misinformation about the side effect of the contraceptives. Misinformation actually spreading, which uneducated women they can live in misinformation. Side effect of contraceptives. So let us knowledge about the benefit of small families and religious and male opposition to contraception. Male also opposes contraception. Actually, there is no side effect. Actually, misinformation of spread among the society. So, educated women can against it, can opposite health promotion. Good health enables a woman to exercise her decision. Good health making power in a better way. She can also take decision regarding family planning, considering her health. And for the birth of a baby is the loss of health. So educated girls, women can take for a good decision for good health, access to economic resources, education. Actually, the economic aspect of women empowerment includes women access and control over the income, greater control over incoming economic resources, greater control. Further augments the decision-making power of women with respect to family planning. Access to economic resources. The economic aspect of women empowerment includes women access and control over income. Greater control over economic resources further augments the decision-making power of women with respect to family planning. So, economic aspect of women empowerment includes women access and control over income. Greater the control over the economic resources, further reduction of gender inequality. Actually, the gender equality inequality means socio-cultural empowerment. Socio-cultural empowerment. Socio. Socio-cultural aspect includes women free movement, non-discrimination compared to males. Reduction of gender inequality reductions. Gender inequality. Women were not and a socio-cultural empowerment. Socio-cultural aspect includes women's free movement and non-discrimination compared to males. Commitment to the education of the girls is necessary. Educated girls can not biased gender inequality, not face gender equality, not socio-cultural empowerment. Socio-cultural empowerment they will not face. Family empowerment. The familial and intra-individual aspect include participation in decision making, control over sexual relationships, and the ability to make decisions about the fertility and use of contraceptive method. Familial empowerment. Familial and inter-individual aspect include participation of decision making, control over sexual relationships. Inter-individual aspect include participation in decision making, control over sexual relationships, and ability to make decisions about fertility, and ability to make decision ability fertility and use of contraceptive. We can say that women empowerment has a greater role to play controlling the population growth. This can be achieved through the adopting appropriate measures like increasing women participation in decision making, providing education and employment, to women. Furthermore, government scheme like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao can also prove to be boon. Women empowerment is a process that leads to women ability to improve their life freely by the equal access. Women empowerment is a process that leads to women ability to improve their life freely by equal access to resources and opportunities. Women empowerment. Women ability to improve their life freely, equal access to resources and opportunities, and take decision making for the sexual relationships, control, contraceptives, social power, self-determination. Population growth can be traced by the backwardness among the women. Backwardness. Oppressive culture practices such as the low status of women.